Okay, hi guys and welcome to another video. This is a Keris that went through the complete cycle of the maranggi stages. I did this last November, and somehow I have forgotten to post videos of this process. Last year I embarked on an experiment to produce my own Warangan solution, and this is the end result. This is the result from a 9-month-old Warangan solution. As you can see, the parts that contain iron reacts with the arsenic in Warangan to be oxidized black. This video will be split into a few parts, and we start with the essential first step. We begin with removal of surface rust. Let's go. This is a Keris blade that I won from an Australian auction back in 2018. It's been sitting in my storage since then. As you can see, it has accumulated quite a bit of rust and gunk on its surface over time. Today we will try to fix this with a simple toothbrush and dishwashing detergent. The first thing I usually do is to rinse the Keris blade under running water. This will wash away visible loose particles from the surface of the Keris blade. Also, the water will reveal if there are any trace amounts of oils on the Keris blade from its past. The presence of oil-based residue will be indicated by an oily feel on your fingers. Observe the water droplets on the surface of the blade. This suggests the presence of oils. With a toothbrush dabbed in some detergent, gently brush the surface of the Keris blade. Take extreme care when brushing this part of the Keris blade. Do not apply too much pressure when brushing, especially if the parts of the airing and balaligaya are heavily rusted. If too much force or pressure is applied when brushing, these parts may chip off. The detergent turning a rusty brown color indicates that rust particles are getting removed. I am using a downward stroke brushing technique instead of brushing typically up and down. I appear to be brushing up and down in this recording, but that's because I am doing the motion fast. Why I recommend a single direction brush stroke is to guide the rust particles away from its spot. Take a moment to enjoy this session. Do not rush through the process. It is therapeutic in a sense. If you are doing this on your own piece, take this opportunity to get to know your blade. Feel and observe every fine detail present on your Keris blade. This is a somewhat modern equivalent of performing Keris maintenance, which is not too far off from how our distant ancestors did so in their traditional ways. Contrary to popular belief, our ancestors were not as backwards as how we have been led to believe. They had brushes and they most certainly had soap. Yes, you heard me right, they had soap. They got their soap from nature, in the form of soap berries or soap nuts. Soap berry shrubs are found natively across the tropical climate of Nusantara. Rinsing the Keris blade under running water reveals just how much surface rust has been removed just from the first round of brushing. We are still far from a perfect scrub. There is more work to be done ahead. Pardon the voices off screen. My curious son decided to join me. There is a possibility that at times, when a Keris is being washed, will emit some funky odor. This odor is the result of the tiny particles being released into the air. When you brush off the rust, nothing to be alarmed about this. Rust mixed with soap and water will react at a chemical level and give off some odor. Brushing the surface of the Keris blade before leaving the blade to soak in a mildly acidic solution helps to speed up the process and reduces the time required to be left soaking in the acid bath. Do bear in mind that acids, no matter how mild it is not a friend to metals. Leave it too long in the acid bath, and it will eat away into the non-rusty parts of the Keris blade.
The color was already rusty. Rusty means
It would appear to be easier to simply skip all these time-consuming steps and simply apply modern chemicals or even electrolysis to shorten the rust removal process. However, I have learned from bitter experiences that these are not the safest alternatives, especially when applied on antique Keris blades.
I also don't know what stain it is.
Unlike modern steel, Keris blades from the past are made inconsistent independently by the level of skill and experience demonstrated by the impu and Pandai Besi of the time. This results in various types of metals being produced for various Keris blades, each bearing unique properties of their own, somewhat like a signature craftsmanship. To make it even more challenging,
Okay.
each of these compositions features different production formulas, resulting in no to Keris blades from different regions to ever be the same composition. This makes it almost impossible to have a consistent result when applying modern chemicals to old Keris blades. Some reacts aggressively to the point it causes irreparable damage. This applies to electrolysis as well. A Keris blade is made of varying layers of metals, some of which are too complex to be described in one term, and reacts adversely with electric current. But the traditional method of performing Keris maintenance have proved that not only is it a noble tradition, but it is also systematically the safest and remains applicable on all Keris blades, regardless of its age, region, or even period. This would suggest a common denominator in material sciences that was known by the Impus and Pandai Besis from the past. So we should not be too eager to dismiss traditional methods in favor of modern ones for the sake of convenience, speed, and simplicity. Bear in mind that back in the day, every action performed is paired with accompanying philosophies, life lessons, and inherent wisdom of our forefathers. We should respect and honor these traditions by thoroughly investigating and studying these practices and adopt them in these modern times through matching with modern alternatives for scarce items that may no longer be readily available today. To fully adopt the traditional maranggi process in its original details, instead, understanding the essence of the practice and logic behind the act itself serves more value in identifying possible alternatives, yet at the same time preserves its original meaning and essence that is still relevant as part of an intangible cultural heritage. I am almost done with the brushing, and this being the third set of brushing still reveals more rust. If the Keris is kept maintained after this, unlikely will there be a need to go through this process all over again. Another popular misconception that the maranggi process must be done annually is not true. In fact, it will do the Keris blade more harm than good if it is subjected to the cleansing and rejuvenation process annually. If it is not rusty, then leave it as it is with just regular oiling of the Keris blade. I hope you have learned something of value from today's video, and I sincerely hope that you are a subscriber to this channel. If you have not subscribed, do have a care and remember to subscribe, like, and share. Your support means a lot to me and will help this channel reach out to a wider audience and help other Keris enthusiasts out there find this channel on their list of recommended channels on all things Keris related. In the next video from this set, I will show the next stage of the maranggi process, which is called mutabilia. This is the essential preparatory stage before immersion into a warangan bath. Also, this is when you get to see this Keris blade in its rust-free glory prior to warangan stage. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope this video adds value to you and may you learn something new and useful from watching this. I look forward to reading your feedback and comments. Until we meet in my next video, stay healthy, stay safe, stay curious, and get excited for more videos to come. I'll see you in my next video.